Now we know that standard equation of any ellipse is given by x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equals 1, and standard equation of a hyperbola is given by x square upon a square minus y square upon b square is equal to 1. Now in the first case, b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square, and in case of hyperbola, b square is a square into e square minus 1, because in the case of ellipse, e is less than 1, and in case of hyperbola, e is greater than 1. So what we'll do is, we'll try and prove these standard equations of ellipse and hyperbola. So say we have to find equation of a conic whose focus is at a comma 0, whose directrix is x equals a upon e. Now we know that equation of conic is given by PS equals EPM. So we write PS simply will be under root of x minus ae whole square plus y minus 0 whole square, and this is e. And what's PM? PM is x minus a upon e upon 1. So we can simply write this as under root of x minus ae whole square plus y square, and this is ex minus a. Now we'll square it. We can write this as x square plus a square e square minus 2xae plus y square, and here it will be e square x square plus a square minus 2xae. Now 2xae, it will cancel. Now we can write this as x square into 1 minus e square plus y square equals a square into 1 minus e square. Now what we'll do is, we'll divide everything with a square into 1 minus e square. So then we can write x square upon a square plus y square upon a square into 1 minus e square, and this value is 1. Now in case of an ellipse, we know that b square is a square into 1 minus e square. So we can write a square into 1 minus e square as b square. So we can write x square upon a square plus y square upon b square, and this is equal to 1. So that is the standard equation of ellipse. Now in case of a hyperbola, we know that b square is a square into e square minus 1. So what we'll do is, we'll take minus common here. If we'll take minus common, then we can write this as x square upon a square and then minus y square upon, and here we'll get a square into e square minus 1, which is b square. So we'll get this equation, which is x square upon a square minus y square upon b square equals to 1, and that is the standard equation of hyperbola. So if we have ellipse or hyperbola, then they'll have same focus, which is a comma 0, and same directrix, which is a upon e. And their standard equations are x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equals 1 in case of an ellipse, and it is x square upon a square minus y square upon b square equals to 1 in case of a hyperbola. So ellipse and hyperbola, they are basically connected to each other, and generally in ellipse, if we change b square with minus b square, we get the results for hyperbola. Now in case of ellipse and hyperbola, before studying characteristics of standard equations, we'll study auxiliary circle, eccentric angle, and parametric coordinates. So suppose we have any ellipse which is x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equals to 1, and we can draw this ellipse. Now these points, they are called as vertices of ellipse. So this point is minus a comma 0, and this is a comma 0, and we'll also draw a hyperbola, which is x square upon a square minus y square upon b square equals to 1. Now for hyperbola, we'll need to draw these two lines, which we call asymptotes, which we'll study in videos to come. And then we draw two branches of hyperbola. So now we have an ellipse and a hyperbola. Now a circle whose center is same as center of ellipse and center of hyperbola, which is origin and which passes through vertices of ellipse and hyperbola, is called as auxiliary circle. So for this ellipse, if we'll draw this auxiliary circle, then these vertices, they'll be endpoints of diameter. And in case of hyperbola also, circle whose center is at origin, that is center of this hyperbola, and it will again pass through these vertices which are a comma 0 and minus a comma 0. Now for both the equations, center is at origin and radius is equal to a. Equation of auxiliary circle, it will simply be x square plus y square equals a square. So if we are given any ellipse or hyperbola, then we can simply write equation of auxiliary circle as x square plus y square equals a square for standard ellipse and standard hyperbola. That is, for auxiliary circle, its center will be same as center of that of ellipse or hyperbola and its radius is equal to a. We'll take a point on this auxiliary circle which suppose makes an angle theta with axis of ellipse and hyperbola. So we'll draw this line. It makes an angle theta with axis of ellipse and hyperbola. Now, if we look at this point on this circle, so radius of this circle is a and angle is theta. So we can write coordinate of this point as a cos theta, comma a sin theta. Now we'll draw a perpendicular from this point on axis of ellipse. Then this perpendicular, it will intersect this ellipse at a point P whose x coordinate will simply be a cos theta. Now we'll put x as a cos theta in the equation. We can write this equation as cos square theta plus y square upon b square equals 1. So we can write y square as, now this is 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. So it will be b square sin square theta. So we can write this y as b sin theta. So coordinate of this point P, it will be a cos theta and b sin theta. So this is parametric coordinate on ellipse. So if we have any standard ellipse which is given by x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equals to 1, and if we have to choose a point on this ellipse, then either we can take it in terms of x and y. We can write x1 square upon a square plus y1 square upon b square equals to 1, or we can simply take this point as a cos theta and b sin theta, which is in terms of its parametric coordinate, and this angle theta is called as eccentric angle. So this eccentric angle is not the angle from center, it is angle of the point on auxiliary circle whose projection is on this ellipse. So any general point on ellipse, we'll write it as a cos theta and b sin theta, and this theta here is called as eccentric angle. Now in case of a hyperbola, what we'll do is we'll draw a tangent at this point. So this point is say a, and again its coordinate is a cos theta and a sin theta. So we'll draw a tangent. Now we know that equation of tangent to any curve when the point lies on the curve is given by t equals 0. So if we'll take this point as a cos theta and a sin theta, we can write this equation as a cos theta x plus a sin theta y is equal to a square. So equation of this tangent will be x cos theta plus y sin theta, and this is equal to a. Now we'll find a point where this tangent, it meets axis of this hyperbola. So this point, it meets axis of this hyperbola when y coordinate is 0. So we'll put y coordinate as 0, we'll get x as a secant theta. So coordinate of this point a, it will be a secant theta, comma 0. Now from this point, we'll draw a perpendicular on hyperbola. So if we'll draw a perpendicular on a hyperbola, then x coordinate of this point P will be a sec theta. And if we'll put x as a sec theta, then we can write a square will cancel. So it'll be secant square theta minus y square upon b square equals 1. So we'll write y square upon b square is secant square theta minus 1, and secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. So in that case, value of y is simply b tan theta. So it'll be a secant theta and b tan theta. So in case of a hyperbola, we'll choose any point in terms of parametric coordinate as a secant theta and b tan theta, where theta is eccentric angle of that point. And eccentric angle, it's not angle from center again. It is angle on auxiliary circle and not on this hyperbola. So the result that we have here is, for both ellipse and hyperbola, equation of auxiliary circle, it is given by x square plus y square equals a square. Now in case of an ellipse, we'll choose any point as a cos theta and b sin theta. And in case of a hyperbola, we'll choose this point as a secant theta and b tan theta.